Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am the Motorcycle Rescuer and this is Motorcycle Rescuer. So yes, welcome back. I'm filming on a 1+5 again, and I'll discuss that with everyone at some point. But I'm curious to see how this footage is compared to the last few videos, which was filmed on a Galaxy S10. These are the best cameras out there. The 1+5, you can get them for 120 quid from Computer Exchange nowadays. And the filming quality is unbelievable, and you can do all your editing on there. But that's the camera side. For now, we need to look at, is this thing close to or MOT-able? I need to throw the front lamp on, of course. That's not an issue there. The paintwork is better than I expected. It's better than I had in my head. It is, because in my head it didn't come out good, but I'm looking at the quality of the paintwork and it's stunning. Obviously it's not professional, but it's stunning, and that's great news. I need to take off all this crap because we need to see it in its full glory. So this is what I need to do at this stage. I've got the brand new battery, I need to put that in. Technically it needs some fuel. Side casings need to go on. Front light needs to go on. I'm not hooking up the speed module yet. The speedo yet. Because you don't need one for MOT. I'm not going to put on the side panels, you don't need them for MOT. So my aim will be to see if this kind of starts, runs and rides within the next hour. High hopes. And then if I can get it to an MOT today, which would be really ideal. The number plate is close to being full size. It's not exactly full size, it's 1 under, but I don't think 1 under is a huge issue. The light is there and working. Well, I say that now, and we need to check all of that, don't we? So let's start with the basics. Let me put the side casings on so that they're done. I'm going to put the battery in and the seat on, and then take all the wrappings off, and we'll look at the bike in close to its full glory. Okay guys, we're currently, I've just adjusted the rear brake, so that's good. That's nice and bitey. Front brake's great. I haven't put the front light on yet, because I think that's plug and play. I'm okay. Look how stunning the bike is at this stage. Pretty amazing. Right, battery's in, so we need to check a couple of things. Okay, let's start with horn. Has a horn. Great, let's go indicators. Right. Lovely, and flashing at the right rate. Lovely, and flashing at the right rate. Let's go left. So far so good. We've got a horn and we have some indicators. Excellent. Lovely. Okay, that's a really good start, guys. I'm pleased with that. Shocks are all fine, I know that. Tyres are fine, I know that. Let's go front brake light. I don't even know if that's connected. Here, I'll set you guys up here. You can see I can't. Right, one moment. Let's play that game where you can see what's going on and I can't. I'm looking for a front brake light. No front brake light currently. Rear. No rear brake light currently. Oh, that's a shame. Right. Front, let's see if we just haven't clipped in. Give me a moment. Let me see if are the wires hanging loose. Oh yes, they are, look. That might be an easy fix. Okay, let's see if the front is back. I think it is, I believe it is, just because the wires weren't clipped in. And then I'll have a play with the rear. Front should be on. Yes, right, rear. Oh, yes. Is that a rear? Yes. Guys, we've got a rear, we've got a front, we've got shocks, we've got a horn, we've got a sealed exhaust system. We need to check for front light, high beam, and if that's right, then this is MOTable. So the front light's here, but doesn't come on the ignition alone. That's okay, that's quite normal. Although when they don't have lights on the ignition alone, they come on when the engine's running. But the issue here could be not having the clocks, could be countering something. Red, black, red, yellow, red, black, black, yellow. There's a red, yellow in here, probably an earth. So I need to go and get some fuel. It's the scariest part for me, guys. I have to be honest, putting fuel into this bike right now, because if it spills or anything like that, it's kind of over, isn't it? It'll ruin the paintwork and everything. So I need to go and get some fuel in the canister and put it in. I've got no choice. Then the engine, when it runs, should put the front and rear light on. High beam should work. If that's the case, it should be MOTable. Just put what's left of the can in, so about half a litre to a litre. This gives me an opportunity to test it a little bit. Okay, so next step for me, I'm going to go down, get some more fuel, put 4 or 5 litres in, fire it up, hope it starts, see if the front and rear light comes on. Oh, these are tough times, guys. It's really nerve-wracking. The whole 5 litres plus whatever I put in at first is in there. I cannot express how nervous I am, guys. Actually, let me grab the seat. I'm going to grab the seat. And what am I waiting for? I just want to see if it starts. I want to see if the front and rear light comes on. And if it does, I'm going to look at when I can do some sort of MOT on it. Let me just grab the seat. I know the light's not bolted in, but I just need to see if it turns on. In fact, I don't need the seat for that. So we're keeping an eye on the front light here. And of course, if the bike starts, it's going to take a while because it's on a suction system. So to suck the fuel through, it's going to take a while. And then we'll see if we've got any light. The rear light's on. Hey! Look at that, guys, look at that. So that came on. It didn't start, but it came on. I'm going to button up that front light. I'm going to put on the seat and maybe even give this a little drive. It'll be its first little run in 8 years. Okay, I'm just going to do this as I normally would. I'll give you a wide angle. We'll see if it fires up. I'll run it out and up and down if all of that kind of works, and we'll go from there, kind of. Just in case. I'm going to chuck 2 screws in that light. It's silly running it like that. Give me a minute, guys. Let me put that light back in. Okay, Kawasaki zl600. First start up, first run attempt. First gears attempt. Needs to start up first. Not bad at all for a first run. Idle is a touch low. I can lift that in no time. No issues there at all. Clutch doesn't feel great. I mean, it's biting low enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that fuel? What is that? Please don't be fuel. Please don't be fuel. Oh, you motherfucker. Right. That's fuel. I need to run that out. So, as you saw, Carb 1, which we've had trouble with the whole time, really, haven't we? It's been adjusted and readjusted. Carb 1 is still dropping fuel. Very frustrating. I mean, it's been cleaned and cleaned and cleaned, and the height's been adjusted. I'm going to need to adjust it a little bit more. What's really annoying is it was tested, you know, it was tested and it was okay. Right, so carbs need to come off again, and they need that kind of constant work, really. Good thing about the fuel dripping out this way is that it won't be in the oil. That's a good thing. Although it would have been sucking in way more fuel than it needed at that stage, and it ran quite well considering. So let me get that off again. So I was wondering why this doesn't have, why it wasn't going through the overflow pipe. But these carbs don't have overflow pipes. I don't know if they're too old. Normally you'd have a pipe up here, and if the fuel came too high it would come straight down. Doesn't have them. So here we are, Carb 1. I will of course clean the chamber again, but I think it's probably more about adjustment. So I'm going to lift it a little bit so it cuts off a touch earlier, as in lift the tab a little bit. Fuel cuts off a touch earlier, we should get a more stable running. Now there was very slight signs of residue on this one and this one, but it was dry, it wasn't actually flowing. So I'm in two minds. I may lift them to a tiny bit to even it all out. So them to a tiny bit, that didn't have any, that had loads. That quite a bit, them to a little bit. We should technically, theoretically, be back in action. Maybe. Okay guys, carbs are back on. Now, anyone who's been following this build or following me for a while knows how many times I've done these carbs. Some carbs are just a pain in the arse. You have to just keep going, guys. You can't let it get you down. You can't, I mean, if I jack this bike in now, which is bloody tempting, I wouldn't feel shocking because I've spent a long time on it. But you're so close. It's very close to being MOTable. The last couple of bits is well worth doing, and it looks like just minor adjustments. So I'm going to leave the pods off. Great thing about that tank is it's a suction tank, so easy on, easy off with no spills. That's beautiful. There's a tiny drip from the coolant again, possibly the same area as last time. I'm going to look into that. But let's get this fuel tank back on and fire this bad boy back up. Okay, we're tacked back together. This is the area we're focusing on. Now, we could go to prime and see what happens, but I want it to run on its normal system, so let's wait a couple of minutes for it to, well, we need to get it to start, so we need to punch it through using the throttle. When it's starting, we need to run it for a couple of minutes. Maybe I'll take it for another spin. No AirPods on it. Come back and make sure we're not doing what we were doing before. It's kind of as simple as that, really. So let's focus on that area. Let's get it fired up. I haven't got the choke on for now, hence why it's tacked together. Come on, filling up. Come on, filling up. getting there. It's nearly ready. Choke now, and we should be good. It's just not happening. Just not having it, guys. That number one carb is just not having it.